Greetings from Orange County, Indiana. This is a Englisher field of pumpkins. This morning they've cleared these lanes with the Mexicans. I assume they're Mexicans. They're some kind of migrant worker. You can see there. If you look in my mirror, you see they got two buses here. But yeah, they've been working on clearing lanes up through the field so the trucks should come in here and gather up the pumpkins. Seems kind of late to me, but in Ohio our pumpkin season's just about over. But I guess they waited until hard frost. These pumpkins go quite a ways up there. They're waiting on the... I have to remember to look into the viewfinder and not look out. Yeah, I brought a family out here to do a work frolic, build a doggy house, a house for the grandparents at one of the farms nearby here. I stopped at one of the Amish farms and bought, let me see if I can show you here. I got a pint of honey and a pint of sorghum molasses. The molasses was, well, actually both of them. The honey was from their hives, and the sorghum, the farm that I got it from, they actually do the pressing and or boiling. They press the sap out of the sorghum cane and then boil it down to make molasses. So I got myself a quart of each. I'm happy with that purchase. And we leave tonight at 8 or 9 o'clock in the evening. I've got to go back to where they're working and try and get a nap, but I thought I'd stop in here at the pumpkin patch here and just show you what they got for pumpkins here in southern Indiana. We're right down almost to the southern tip of Indiana. Can you see those people working way out there? That's just part of this field. It's an L-shaped field, and they're working. Seems though some of them work harder than others, but I guess that's always true. And, then they'll come in here, I guess, with a big truck and load it up with pumpkins. That'd be something to see, wouldn't it? Southern Indiana. We drove down here starting at noon. We got here just before dark. I slept in an Amish farm up here. They make their total living, this whole community, it seems like. I've talked to a couple of them this morning, and they make their living off the farms. They don't work out. The one guy I talked to has sheep, chickens, honey, sorghum. That's where I got the honey and the sorghum. But he doesn't work off the farm at all. He was cleaning spelts, cleaning the weed seed out of the spelts, and for next year's seed crop to plant spelts. Spelts is a alternative to wheat, much more nutritious, heritage sort of grain that the Amish really like. I really like. It's really good when puffed. If you get it like puffed wheat, well, you get puffed spelts and pour some raw milk over it. Oh, it's just delicious. I had raw milk for breakfast this morning. I enjoyed that. And I had persimmon pudding for breakfast. That was very good. You know, the persimmon trees that grow wild, and with a persimmon tree, if you clean out around it, it'll bear fruit. If you just leave it in the woods, it'll probably live its whole life out without producing any fruit. But once it gets daylight or sunlight, a lot of sunlight, it will then start bearing fruit. And they have a bunch of them that I guess bear fruit because she had 2 big trays of persimmon pudding for the workers up at the work frolic at the Dottie house. That was kind of fun. Good breakfast. And then I went into town and ate at their local. Pretty unimaginative menu, but nicely prepared food, good portions. I enjoyed that breakfast. So I've had 2 breakfasts so far. When I'm waiting like this, I tend to eat. I'll go over to where the work frolic is when I leave here and get lunch. Then I'll have another meal later in the day. I think now I'm going to go up to the other end of this field because I think that's probably where the trucks will arrive. I'd like to see them start loading these pumpkins with all these workers here. I assume they're going to load them. So I'll let you go from southern Indiana, Orange County Amish community. God bless.